Hello, everyone. In today's book study session, we are going to read a very interesting book by TORKOM SARAYDARIAN, that is Meditation, Volume 1. And there are lots of interesting information. I will try to cover the maximum, yet I suggest you to buy your own copy of this book. The topic from this book is regular meditation. When I first began my studies, I discovered that meditation is essential to the path of achievement. H.P. Blavatsky, Master Moria, and other great ones emphasize that all great ones, advanced disciples, and initiates only achieve through two essential requirements: continuous regular meditation and service. I have been investigating these two subjects since my youth and have found them to be fascinating. Throughout all of my books, you will find great emphasis placed upon meditation. Access to the Masters via Meditation, Letter 8, in Ellis A. Bailey's Letters on Occult Meditation, is a wonderful section to read on the subject of meditation and service. In this section, the Tibetan master states that without meditation and service, there is no achievement, no progress. He cites case after case in which this or that master achieved only through meditation and service. The science of meditation developed in three phases in my consciousness. The first phase stressed the importance of meditation. To emphasize its deep importance in our lives, I wrote The Science of Meditation, as well as many articles, and gave numerous lectures and seminars. The second phase has been developing in me over the last 10 years, a phase which is revealing that meditation is very important, but it is also very dangerous. The third phase, which is now developing, confirms that meditation is very important as well as dangerous. But it is looking into why meditation is dangerous and discovering ways in which we can escape that danger. Through these three phases, meditation is becoming a complete science. In the introduction to the science of meditation, there is a significant story which tells how drops of water falling steadily on a rock can drill a hole in it. The message is that unless meditation is continuously, that's the important point TORKOM is emphasizing. If we are not doing meditations continuously, then it becomes dangerous. So the message is that unless meditation is continuously put into practice, it is ineffective and a waste of time. We need to meditate because by doing so, we expand our consciousness so that it is like a lighted candle giving light. When a person meditates, a candle is lit within his soul, which radiates its light. And of great importance, the candle wick uses the contents of the subconscious mind for fuel, draining it like oil from a lantern and burning it. Take a look at the diagram. The subconsciousness mind that's the diagram which TORKOM is sharing. The maximum part is the subconscious mind. The small one is the conscious mind and the light which you all can see. We all humans have these three parts. And this light, which you can see, is the burning flame of meditation. This light is always there, and it expands when we are practicing meditations regularly. So, when you look at this diagram, the subconscious mind is where all our fears, failures, inhibitions, habits, urges, and drives are collected throughout our life. As long as the subconscious mind grows and continues to exist, there is very little possibility that the person can go beyond his present level of beingness. He cannot surpass himself. And if the subconscious mind increases, he becomes an automaton. His subconscious mind automatically controls him. It comes to the surface and controls everything that he does. This is called the process of association. For example, you had an auto accident, broke your leg, and were in terrible pain. This experience is stored in the subconscious mind. If you're driving and see an auto accident, your leg starts to ache, and your consciousness goes through the same agony that it went through when you had the accident. So, your subconscious mind totally controls your present activity. If the subconscious storage increases, then there are many, many tapes there, several of which can play simultaneously in a person's mind. When this happens, he is crazed because he does not know how to control himself. This is why people continuously search for the support and advice of others, then follow their suggestions. They do not have their own initiative. They cannot think. Thinking is the free utilization of the mind. If free utilization is not there, a person is not thinking. His subconscious mind is controlling his thinking. The practice of meditation expands a person's mental body. In the meantime, the contents of the subconscious mind are drawn out through the wick and burned. Through meditation, a person pulls out the trash that he has collected throughout ages and safely burns it. The subconscious contents burn and burn until a very small subconscious mind remains. Eventually, the day comes when the person no longer has a subconscious mind. It will become part of the conscious mind. As a person's consciousness expands, as the trash is eliminated, the light increases in the conscious mind. As the light increases in the conscious mind, the person becomes a free thinker and has more control. Freedom, thinking, and control are the three signs of a person who has burned the contents of his subconscious mind. I repeat, the three signs a person has controlled his subconscious mind is: the person lives a freedom life, a life of free thinking, and the control over oneself. A similar result is sometimes possible through psychoanalysis, but this creates many, many reactions. The best way to burn the contents of the subconscious mind is through meditation. For example, let us say the subconscious mind is like a container of oil. When a person meditates, the flame slowly consumes the oil. Eventually, the oil, the trash, is consumed by the fire, the flame. When a person starts meditating, he opens a channel in his subconscious mind so that the oil collected there as subconscious impressions flows directly up the wick and starts burning. If a person stops meditating, the danger is that the flow of oil still continues because the wick continues to absorb the oil and bring it to the surface. If there is no fire there, no meditation to burn it off, the oil starts flooding the conscious mind. When a person's conscious mind starts being flooded with subconscious content, he becomes an automaton. He suddenly hates those things he was doing when he was meditating. I have witnessed maybe 25 cases of men and women who were doing very fine meditation, but then quit and almost lost their sanity. They were confused, they did not know what to do. Their physical, emotional, and mental lives went crazy. If a person opens a crack in the subconscious mind and the accumulated impressions rush out, they can damage a person's thinking and relationships because he's not burning or recycling them through meditation. When the subconscious mind is released, it is like a bag of flies. If the flies come out one by one, meditation destroys them. But if 10 or 15 flies come out and there is no fire there to destroy them, they start breeding and biting everyone. This is why the great ones very strongly emphasize that meditation must be continuous and regular. Continuity is an element of time and regularity is a rhythm. So, continuity means that once you start, you are going to continue until you die. That's what meditation requires. Regularity is what to have a specific regular time to do your meditation. For example, every sunset, close your eyes and pray. Every sunrise, say a prayer or do reflective meditation. Choose any time that is suitable for you. Maybe it is 5 a.m. or 9 a.m., whatever suits you. Do not do meditation between 10 p.m. to 3 p.m. We are told that during these hours, your body is going through a different cycle because of the magnetism of the earth. And it is not good to meditate during this 5 hour time period. If you cannot have a regular time of meditation, that is all right, but it is essential to be continuous in your meditation. So you can meditate maybe in morning, afternoon, evening as it suits you. But continuous meditation is the major point to remember. Now we will discuss various forms of meditation. The first is reflective meditation. There is an easy form of meditation called reflective meditation, which is good to begin with. Do not start with higher level of meditation. In reflective meditation, choose a nice book and read one paragraph from it, thinking only about the paragraph, nothing else. Do this for 3 minutes to 30 minutes every day. Some people read the Bible, others read from the Bhagavad Gita or any religious, scientific, philosophical book. Read a paragraph, then close the book, close your eyes, and think about what you have read. This is a very safe meditation, but do not forget that whenever you start playing with your mind, it must be continuous, regular, and rhythmic. The second form of meditation is creative meditation. If a person becomes more interested and sees that his heart wants to progress, he can start creative meditation. Every day for 10 to 15 minutes, do something creative. For example, I know someone who builds model airplanes. Maybe you like to draw, paint, dance, sew, or do carpentry and carving. But whatever the activity, it must be regular and continuous. Everyone can do creative meditation. If you do not know how to paint, start painting. If you do not know how to play the piano, start playing it for 5 or 15 minutes daily. Sew or dance, but make it regular and continuous. Eventually, you will graduate from that degree and search for the next degree of meditation. The third form is written meditation. The next meditation is called written meditation. Every night before sleeping, write in a diary about the events of the day. It is so interesting to read them. What happened today? I danced with a pretty girl. She was very exciting and imaginative. I learned something from her, and so on. You now have recorded that memory in your diary. Doing this every night is a form of meditation. It is an exercise in trying to catch the hand of your mind and make it write what you want. Of course, you must include more serious observations as well. A little more advanced aspect of this meditation is to write daily on a topic of interest. For example, make a list of 365 subjects and write about a different one every day. Take light, for instance, there is electric light, candle light, gas light, sunlight, and so on. This is sufficient because it is not your knowledge or philosophy that you need, but the exercise of thinking and meditating. For example, write a half page about compassion. The next day, write about enthusiasm. The next day, gratitude. The next day, service, and so on. In this way, you are slowly taming your horse. It is learning how to take you on its back and carry on. The greatest disaster in the world is when our mind is used by other people. If you see any difficulty, any problem, any suffering and pain, go behind the event and you will find that at that moment, your mind was not under your control. Someone else was controlling it. For example, a friend says, "You know what she said about you? What? She said that you are such a bad person. Really, I will show her." See what happened. You were directed by another person in such a way that you could not think. You did not do this, your friend did. Anytime you are going in the wrong direction, either someone is controlling your mind or your subconscious mind is controlling you. To avoid this mistake, when you see that someone is negatively controlling you, immediately stop because you know that the wrong direction will lead to suffering, pain, and problems. Respond by saying, "Stop a minute, let me think about this myself," and then start thinking. Another form of meditation is teaching meditation. The next grade of meditation is called teaching meditation. In this meditation, you close your eyes and imagine 3 or more people sitting in front of you, and you teach them anything simple, such as how to polish a pair of shoes or how to apply makeup and so on. When you close your eyes and think what you to say, your mind is learning obedience from you. You are slowly breaking in it like a wild horse. You are teaching this wild horse is your mind, how to let you ride on him. Then next is meditation on seed thoughts. The last form is meditation on seed thoughts. For example, choose compassion as a seed thought and think about it for 15 minutes each day without hallucinating. The previous meditations are preparatory phases. Upon completing them, you will be ready to meditate on seed thoughts. The ability to think is achieved through these exercises. When you start doing these exercises, you are taking yourself into your own hands and trying to make something out of yourself. If you let yourself go, the subconscious mind is controlling you and you are not yourself. It is important to set up a program of meditation for yourself by saying, for example, I will do the first exercise for 6 months. The second exercise I'll do for 1 year. The third I will do for 1 year. The simplest way to define meditation is to say that it is an exercise to control your thinking the way you want. If the mind thinks through you, you are a loser. But if you use the mind to think through the mind, you are a winner. The first option is slavery, in which your subconscious mind thinks and controls you. The other option is where you control the subconscious mind, empty it like a trash can, and eventually finish it. To see what happens when we follow a program of proper meditation, we need to practice and practice it continuously. And I repeat, to know more about meditation, you buy your own copy. This book, this is volume 1. It has volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3, in which TORKOM Saradanian has beautifully explained how to make meditation a part of your life, and so on. Hope you found the session interesting and it has given you some insights. And from now onwards, you are going to be continuous in your meditation practice, no matter what. Thank you for joining.